Not really, not really. I have basically, well, I've spoken to a number of teachers, but not on an official level per se. You know, I haven't been to the schools to speak to teachers as a body. I've spoken to a lot of individual teachers, you know, and a lot of them in Orange Walk are telling me they will be reporting back and ensure they report to school for Monday. I do believe that the issue at hand right now has moved from worrying about the 3%, etc., to now more a political issue, agenda. I've said it already on the talk shows that I've been on, you know, that it has diversed itself from the real and core issues that the teacher had in terms of their 3%. This is something that, as a nation, all teachers have their right to demonstrate, to voice their sentiments, etc. That is what democracy is all about, and I have no problem with teachers. I support teachers. I just believe that the leadership at the B.N.T.U has taken this political. All the 8 points that they have been discussing have been 8 points of national issues that the PUP have championed. 8 points. 8 points which, as far as I can see, some of these things are unreasonable. When they make direct requests for the removal of the Minister of Police, they are now dictating to the government, a duly elected government, less about 9 months now, who gained and won elections, and now they are dictating to them that this minister needs to be moved. When you look at issues in terms of the Integrity Commission, the Prime Minister has already mentioned that they are willing to work on this thing. The government is willing to work on this thing. Today, it is one union of 3 unions that is hell-bent on a strike, to come and do industrial action in. My thing is simple. This is not about a labor dispute again. This is not about a 3% or any kind of condition of service. This is now about personal political agenda. And I think that the teachers should not be swayed into that kind of stuff, because now it takes them away from what they stand for. And I do think that at the end of the day, I personally would request to all our teachers for them to go to work on Monday. I do think that yes, a promise was made to them for the 3%, and I think that is where they should focus on. I do believe that we have a responsibility as a good government to ensure that we keep classes open and ensure that our young people get the education they rightly deserve. And if you call that union busting because we make preparations to ensure that we have teachers available to teach our young people, then maybe it's union busting. But in the eyes of the government and me personally, I could tell you it is only about preparing to ensure that education continues in our schools.